Hi guys, VTech here at Blueberry Hill. So it's January 3rd, 2020. Time flies. Anyway, I'm doing the big fat wiring for the shop and the house. The panel on the right is for the house. I'm doing a prelim on that one because we're nowhere near getting the house powered, of course. The one on the left is for the shop. So the thick wire, it's 40 aught, 4 aught, 4 aught, 2 aught. So it's direct bury wire. So we did that the other day. You might have seen the video on that. And here I am trying to splice in kind of a double connection to the breaker boxes from the meter, and I'm using these giant rubberized lugs that are made just for this purpose. The wire's kind of fun to work with. It's really hard to bend, of course. It's really thick, but you know, a little manhandling and got it done. So here's me playing with it. It's not easy to bend it. You know, you can't kink it, of course, but you can do the soft bends. And I'm just trying to get the lugs on there. Then I put that aluminum the anti-oxidization junk on there, and then torque down the nuts. And I do them from left to right. Sorry, right to left. And then I drop the. You'll see in a few minutes here. I'm going to drop the lines into from the meter connection down, and then I'm going to come over from the left panel, so everything's kind of nicely connected, nice and tidy. And you might, if you see the 8-foot ground rod on your right, it's kind of angling up. That hasn't been pounded into the ground yet, but will be in a couple days. So we should be ready for power. I'm actually making this video on January 5th, and I was out there finishing it all up, and we're ready to roll. Just have to call PEC and come out and hook us up. Anyway, thanks for watching. There's more in the video. Have fun. So you might notice, well, maybe not, this is time-lapse video, but I didn't actually finish connecting the wires into the other junctions because it needed a giant Allen wrench. I can't remember how big it is. It's not a ½ inch, it's just, I don't know, it might be a little bit smaller than that, but it's a big one. So I didn't have it with me, so I pre-did some of the wires and I left it for the next day. I came back on the 4th and finished all that up. And then on the 5th I finished the final connections. We just ran out of time because we got the dogs to worry about and stuff. But anyway, all good. So here you see me doing the connecting the actual box to the building. The panel, electrical panel is right above me on the inside, of course, and I'm just dropping a 90-degree, 2.5 inch PVC pipe out. There you see me. If you saw that, there's a pipe that I used to bend the metal a little rounder, and I already glued up the inside, coming straight from the panel. And I'm putting this box on there, and then I'm going to glue up the bottom and then shove the wire in there. Actually, I shoved the wire in it before I glue it in, just to make sure it's in the right spot. Kind of easy. This is direct bury wire. I didn't have to worry about having it exposed. I just wanted to protect it right at the wall. and this whole area is going to be buried in dirt anyway, a couple 3 feet, probably 2 feet. So anyway, and now you'll see me, you'll see the wires being snaked through. In a little bit you'll probably see the thicker wire. I had to actually splice the ground, that's the thin one was the ground, and I think they gave me about 5 foot shy, so it didn't go all the way through the pipe. I took care of that with a fancy schmancy connector which I rubberized, and it's done. I did it on January 5th. Anyway, here's me working the thick wire again, and I'm going to use these two giant lug things, rubberized lugs, to connect the inside to the outside. You can almost not bend it through this little box, so the lugs are the way to go. There's some very, very good info on YouTube of all places to show you how the pros do it, and I just basically followed their stuff. And you do see me using the deoxidization stuff on the aluminums, in case you're wondering. This is all aluminum wire. Nothing's exposed, everything's gooped up and shoved into the lugs and torqued down. So pretty straightforward. It just takes a while because these wires are, you know, thick. But anyway, have fun watching. So to finish up, of course, I put the ground on, and then put the 2 hots up top. I angled it up a little bit. There you go, a little better shot. So 2 hots go on either side, and the negative goes in the middle. Pretty straightforward. The ground is actually the one with the yellow line on it. Not the ground, the neutral. Sorry. And then the ground was that little thin wire, and that goes all the way back to the sub panels, the breaker panels, and the meter box. This panel will also is required to be put big ground bar, the 8-foot copper ground rod into the ground at the shop. The shop needs to get grounded, and likewise the meter panel at the pole. So I'll be doing that probably on January 6th. So January 4th I came back and finished up finally brought the big giant Allen wrench, tightened everything up, and finished the final connections in the breaker panels. So simple and easy. So here I am finishing up the shop breaker panel. I'll get some assistance from the wifey unit here in a second. She holds some of the wire away. I'll actually try to bend it and screw things in. And you can see that we kind of ran out of time, so we're just going to shove the wires in the boxes, and I come back on the 5th to finish it up. Anyway, thanks for watching. I didn't shoot video for the last little cleanup, final stuff, because it was only didn't take too long, and it was just small shots of stuff. But the shop is now ready. The lift's ready. Basically, all circuits are ready to be powered up. Anyway, talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.